What if the most unsettling creature sightings weren't found in folklore or film but captured on camera? In remote forests, forgotten caves, and even quiet suburbs, mysterious entities have been filmed in chilling detail. Some videos vanish as quickly as they surface. Others remain online, undebunked, unexplained, and unforgettable. Are these cryptids? Government experiments? Beings from beyond our world? Today we're going to examine 12 of the most convincing creature sightings ever recorded. Let's start. Let's start with something that sounds like it came straight out of a horror movie, and while it might be purely internet legend, some believe it could be rooted in something real. In 2014, an American tourist traveling through Eastern Europe reportedly heard rumors about a mysterious underground facility in Romania that was said to house something extraordinary. According to the online account, this wasn't just any tourist stop. This alleged location was hidden beneath a horse stable, and for a small fee, visitors were supposedly allowed into an underground chamber to witness something that challenged conventional ideas about human evolution. The tourist claimed the figure he saw and captured on video had elongated limbs and an unusual skull structure, unlike any known species. What makes the story more intriguing is the claim that the facility was shut down in 2015 due to structural safety concerns. Some locals, however, allegedly reported seeing government activity at the site prior to its closure, fueling further speculation. The person who uploaded the video claimed he received messages from individuals identifying as officials, pressuring him to remove the footage. When he didn't comply, his account was suspended, and online forums later reported he ceased public activity. The original video reportedly survives thanks to re-uploads. Further adding to the mystery, online users have pointed to satellite images and geological surveys suggesting the presence of vast, unexplored cave systems in the region. Romanian authorities have consistently denied the existence of such a facility, and no formal evidence has confirmed the story. Whether this is fact, fiction, or a mix of both remains a subject of ongoing online fascination. Do you believe the tourist footage showed something real, or was it all part of a well-crafted hoax? Why? Comment and chat with me. Our next story takes us to a remote forest, where a man's attempt to connect with nature through traditional throat singing reportedly led to an unexpected and mysterious encounter. Throat singing is an ancient vocal practice with deep cultural roots, especially in Mongolia, where it's sometimes believed that certain harmonic frequencies can resonate with natural or spiritual entities. According to accounts shared online, this man was live streaming his session near a waterfall, inspired by traditional beliefs that harmonic tones might attract wildlife such as deer. However, what unfolded during that stream left many online viewers stunned. As the man performed the throat singing technique, producing multiple tones at once, two vague figures reportedly appeared in the background. Viewers claimed these were not deer nor typical forest animals. Instead, they seemed to be watching him from behind trees, reacting to the sounds. Supporters of the story often point to the fact that the footage was captured during a live stream, reducing the likelihood of post-editing. Hundreds of viewers reportedly saw the event in real time and captured clips of the stream. Archived chat logs reflect a growing sense of unease as the figures became visible. The beings are described as both cautious and observant. In one moment, a figure appears to peer from behind a tree before withdrawing. Some viewers speculated these entities resembled beings from folklore, such as skinwalkers, which are part of Native American oral traditions known for their shape-shifting abilities. It's worth noting, however, that the term skinwalker is deeply rooted in Navajo culture and not intended for casual or generalized use. What makes the case even more intriguing is what happened afterward. The man uploaded the full recording, and within 48 hours he released a follow-up video claiming to have experienced unusual sounds, reminiscent of his throat singing, near his home, which was reportedly hundreds of miles from the original site. Roughly 3 weeks later, his channel activity ceased. In a final post, he stated that he was taking a break from the internet due to the unexpected attention. Friends and family later said he had moved to a different state and preferred not to revisit the experience. Whether this story is folklore, coincidence, or something more, it continues to circulate across paranormal communities online. As with many such cases, no formal investigation or verification has confirmed the events, and the story remains part of modern digital legend. Before continuing, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel so much, and if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Now, this next case walks the line between internet folklore and fiction in a way that has intrigued fans of the horror genre. A group of urban explorers reportedly came across something straight out of a video game legend, raising eyebrows and sparking debate across online communities. For those unfamiliar, Freddy Fazbear is a fictional animatronic bear from the horror game series Five Nights at Freddy's. He was designed to entertain children at a fictional pizzeria, but becomes a menacing figure within the game's eerie storyline. According to the explorer's account, while investigating an abandoned building, they heard unusual mechanical noises and stumbled into a room filled with animatronic parts. The setting was unsettling, with scattered components and strange sounds echoing through the space. In footage shared online, they claimed to have captured what looked like a moving Freddy Fazbear animatronic, complete with fur, glowing eyes, and a top hat. However, the building reportedly had no ties to any entertainment venue, and the animatronic's supposed movement raised eyebrows due to the absence of any visible power source. The explorer's reaction in the video seems genuine, with shaky footage and panicked voices as they fled the scene. While some viewers speculate it may have been a prank or fan-made replica, others have debated more far-fetched possibilities. Online researchers noted that the building had once been a textile factory, abandoned since the early 2000s, and there were no public records of any robotics company operating there. What intrigued fans the most was the timeline. Five Nights at Freddy's was released in 2014, yet the factory had been sealed since 2008. This gap in timeline has led some paranormal enthusiasts to float a theory known as fictional manifestation, a fringe concept where popular belief supposedly causes fictional characters to appear in the real world. While such ideas are not backed by mainstream science, they continue to inspire stories, art, and discussions within paranormal circles. Whether an elaborate hoax, misunderstood prank, or urban myth, this case remains a fascinating example of how fiction, fandom, and real-world exploration can intersect in unexpected and mysterious ways. Speaking of fictional characters crossing into real-world narratives, our next story centers on one of the internet's most iconic creepypasta figures, Jeff the Killer. For those unfamiliar, Jeff the Killer is a fictional character from online horror stories, described as a pale individual with a carved smile and a haunting phrase, "Go to sleep." The footage we're discussing was reportedly captured by a young viewer who claimed he heard strange noises outside his home one night. When he investigated, he recorded a figure running toward the woods. Though the video is grainy, the silhouette seems to align with popular fan depictions of Jeff the Killer: pale skin, dark hair, and a broad grin. According to those who analyzed the video online, the child was not trying to create content around the creepypasta character, but simply sharing a strange encounter. He allegedly contacted local police, but the response was reportedly minimal. What caught the attention of online communities was an audio detail. Internet commentators claim that when the video is enhanced, a faint whisper can be heard that resembles "go to sleep." While this may be a case of auditory pareidolia, where the brain tries to find patterns in sound, some fans view it as a chilling reference to Jeff's signature phrase. Like other modern legends inspired by internet fiction, this story has raised questions about the power of collective imagination. As with the Freddy Fazbear tale, some theorists suggest that viral stories shared across millions of minds can blur the line between fiction and perceived reality. While there's no concrete evidence linking this case to anything beyond storytelling and coincidence, it reflects how powerful online mythologies can become. The family involved reportedly moved to a new neighborhood for personal reasons, but have not publicly commented on the experience since. Whether fact, fiction, or psychological projection, stories like this have become part of the evolving landscape of digital folklore, entertaining, unsettling, and forever living in the shared imagination of the internet. Our next case takes us back to 2006, although the video didn't surface online until 2013. A group of boys exploring a forest in Catalonia, Spain, reportedly captured something on film that continues to puzzle paranormal enthusiasts and online viewers alike. In the footage, the boys can be heard reacting to strange sounds before spotting a figure hidden in the bushes. As they shine a flashlight in its direction, the beam illuminates what appears to be a humanoid form with reflective eyes. When the figure turns toward the camera, its facial features don't seem to resemble any familiar animal or human. The most discussed aspect of the video is the eye reflection, which is consistent with some nocturnal animals. However, the figure's body structure, as described by the witnesses, appeared more humanoid, with what they claimed looked like feathers on its back. The boys later speculated, perhaps influenced by local stories, that they might have seen what folklore would describe as a fallen angel or guardian entity. Skeptics have suggested the figure could have been a homeless person or a person in costume, though believers argue this doesn't explain all the details, such as the proportions or glowing eyes. Others have proposed the idea of an unknown primate, although there are no species in Spain matching such descriptions. Catalonia's forests have long been steeped in local legend, with stories passed down through generations about mysterious protectors of the woods and unexplained sightings. This location, in particular, is referenced in regional folklore for its ancient cave systems and history of unusual events. The individuals who filmed the encounter have maintained their account for more than 15 years, never seeking financial gain or public exposure. According to anecdotal reports, they've largely avoided interviews, which adds to the intrigue but does not constitute proof. Unofficial reports from geological hobbyists and local explorers mention underground cave networks and occasional electromagnetic anomalies in the area. While these findings are often discussed in online paranormal forums, they have not been the subject of any peer-reviewed study. Whether an elaborate misunderstanding of folklore-inspired coincidence or something more mysterious, the video remains part of the growing tapestry of digital age legends that continue to captivate curious minds around the world. Now we move to a story that has been described as one of the most unsettling daylight sightings circulating on the internet. According to various online accounts, two women were driving past Green Lawn Cemetery in Akron, Ohio, when they claimed to witness something extraordinary. A tall figure near a gravesite, seemingly engaged in some unusual behavior. What makes this story particularly intriguing is that it reportedly occurred in broad daylight, minimizing the likelihood of shadows or poor lighting causing optical illusions. The women, startled by the sight, decided to film what they were observing. In the footage that later surfaced online, the figure is described as tall and thin, crouched near a grave. It appeared to be using its hands to dig into the soil. According to viewer interpretations, its movements seemed fluid and atypical for a human, leading some to suggest a non-human explanation, though no confirmation or official source has verified such claims. The women's recorded voices convey clear fear and confusion before they quickly left the scene. The video has since been shared widely among paranormal enthusiasts, though skeptics argue that it may have been a staged event or a misidentification of an animal or person in costume. Online reports claim that no authorized activity was scheduled at the site that day, and that local records do not show any permitted exhumations. Some commenters on paranormal forums even allege that ground-penetrating radar showed disturbed soil, though this has not been verified by any independent authority. Further speculation emerged when unconfirmed reports mentioned soil analysis showing unknown organic compounds. While this adds intrigue to the story, no peer-reviewed studies or official documentation has been produced to support such findings. The individuals involved have requested anonymity and, according to second-hand sources, have declined interview opportunities. As with many modern urban legends, this case remains a compelling mystery for some and an example of internet myth-making for others. Whether interpreted as fiction, folklore, or unexplained footage, this tale serves as another chapter in the evolving genre of digital-era paranormal storytelling. One of the most chilling elements of modern cryptid stories is when sightings occur not in remote forests, but in the everyday spaces we call home. According to online accounts, a homeowner recently captured footage of what he believes could be the legendary Mothman right outside his house. The Mothman is a well-known figure in American cryptid folklore, first reported in Point Pleasant, West Virginia during the 1960s. Descriptions often include a tall, winged humanoid with glowing red eyes. The Mothman legend gained prominence after multiple witnesses claimed sightings near the Silver Bridge shortly before its tragic collapse in 1967. In the reported footage, the homeowner investigates rustling sounds in his backyard, expecting to find a stray animal. However, what he captures on camera appears unusual, a tall figure walking upright with strange proportions and two glowing points of light resembling eyes. The man described the entity's behavior as unnatural. Rather than fleeing, it allegedly vanished silently over the fence, leading him to believe it had flown away. He later speculated this might have been something beyond ordinary explanation. Notably, the footage was reportedly captured just 3 weeks before an unrelated industrial accident in the same city. While most consider this a coincidence, some online communities have drawn parallels to historical Mothman sightings, which are often rumored to precede disasters. However, there is no verified connection between the two. Further analysis by amateur enthusiasts claims that a faint, low-frequency hum can be heard just before the figure appears, a detail echoed in other alleged Mothman encounters. While mainstream science has not substantiated this, such sounds have become a recurring theme in online discussions. The homeowner has also reported ongoing unusual events, including recurring audio disturbances, feelings of unease, and unexplained malfunctions in his security system. These claims have fueled further interest among those who follow cryptid and paranormal stories. As with many such cases, no official investigation or scientific validation has confirmed the sighting. Whether it was a misidentification, a hoax, or part of local folklore, the incident continues to spark debate among believers and skeptics alike. If you saw something like this in your backyard, what would you do? Film it, run, or pretend it never happened? Our next case involves a creature that appears to echo legends from ancient mythology. British explorer Erwin Saunders, known online for investigating folklore and mythical creature sightings, recently shared footage from a location he refers to as the Worm Cave, a site that has fascinated cryptid enthusiasts. The idea of cave worms or dragons exists in folklore across the globe. These creatures are typically described as massive, serpentine beings said to guard subterranean treasures and dwell deep within uncharted cave systems. While widely regarded as mythical, Erwin's footage has reignited discussions among fans of ancient lore. In the video, Erwin is seen exploring a remote cave system when a large figure reportedly emerges from one of the deeper tunnels. The shape appears serpentine and unusual in proportion, and its movement has prompted some online viewers to speculate about its nature. Rather than behaving like a startled animal, the figure seems to respond in a way that Erwin interpreted as intelligent or directed, though interpretations vary. Erwin has built a reputation among certain cryptid-following communities as someone who documents unusual phenomena with a steady hand. His previous videos have gained attention for their calm presentation and focus on folklore research rather than spectacle. While not scientifically verified, his work often stirs debate in paranormal circles. The cave system where the footage was captured is part of a vast underground network, much of which remains unexplored. Local legends, passed down through generations, tell of dragons living in these caves, stories that parallel folklore found in other cultures, including Wales and China. Reports of large, serpentine creatures from such regions have contributed to a broader tapestry of global mythology. While skeptics suggest the figure in the video could be a large snake, eel, or even a visual anomaly caused by shadows or water, others speculate it might depict an unknown species or simply an elaborate misidentification. No peer-reviewed studies have confirmed the nature of the sighting, and the scientific community has not weighed in officially on the footage. As with many cases involving alleged cryptid encounters, this story sits at the intersection of mystery, myth, and interpretation. Whether one views it as evidence, entertainment, or legend, it continues to fascinate those intrigued by the unexplored corners of our world. Sometimes the most unsettling sightings happen in cities, not remote places. A video filmed at a pedestrian bridge in Kiev, Ukraine, has sparked debate online. Some viewers think it shows an unknown creature, while others believe it's a hoax. The footage captures a humanoid figure crawling upside down beneath the bridge. Its spider-like movements led some to suggest it could be a person in costume, a performance, or something more mysterious. The person filming noticed movement while crossing the bridge and recorded the scene. The figure appears to glance at the camera, making some think it was aware of being watched. Skeptics call it a prank, but others find its behavior unsettling. Fans of cryptid lore suggest creatures like this might use human structures to stay hidden, though there's no scientific proof. The bridge also has a few old stories tied to it, including reports of missing tools and strange sounds during construction. Whether this is a stunt, a strange performance, or something unknown, it has sparked curiosity and debate across the internet. What if creatures from medieval architecture weren't just stone carvings, but something more? In this unusual account, a video filmed in daylight in Nicaragua appears to show a winged figure, described by some viewers as resembling a gargoyle, perched on a traffic light before taking flight. Gargoyles have long been part of Gothic architecture, often serving as water spouts and protective symbols. In European folklore, they were believed to come to life at night to guard buildings. While widely seen as decorative, this footage has sparked renewed interest in the legends. The figure in the video features characteristics commonly associated with gargoyles: a humanoid shape, wings, claw-like limbs, and a sculpted face. It balances on the traffic light and takes off with movements that some online viewers describe as surprisingly smooth and natural. The video quality is notably clear, shot during the day using modern equipment. Supporters argue this sets it apart from typical low-light or blurry sightings, although no official source has verified the footage's authenticity. The cultural backdrop adds to the intrigue. Nicaraguan folklore includes stories of winged guardians said to appear during times of hardship. Some locals view the sighting, coinciding with recent political tensions, as symbolically meaningful, though others dismiss it as a creative hoax or digital effect. According to the individual who recorded the event, the creature showed no fear of humans and even seemed to hold its position briefly before flying away, as if acknowledging its audience. Whether interpreted as digital art, an elaborate prank, or a modern myth, the video continues to circulate among fans of cryptid lore and cultural legends. As with all such stories, it invites both skepticism and wonder. Subscribe and ring the bell, because next time we're going deeper into the shadows, and you won't want to miss what's waiting there. Deep in the snowy wilderness, where silence dominates and survival is harsh, folklore still echoes. This next story revolves around eerie footage captured in a remote forest, what some online believe resembles the legendary Wendigo, a spirit rooted in indigenous mythology, and even fictional interpretations like SCP-323. The Wendigo originates from the spiritual beliefs of Algonquian-speaking peoples in North America. Traditionally, it symbolizes the dangers of greed, cannibalism, and moral corruption during times of extreme hardship. It's often described as emaciated, with glowing eyes and an insatiable hunger, a representation more spiritual than physical. The video in question shows a tall, gaunt figure moving quickly through the snow. Its eyes appear to reflect the camera's light, creating a red glow. The briefness of the sighting, combined with its unusual motion, led some viewers to speculate about supernatural explanations or visual misinterpretation. According to the person who filmed it, the creature moved too fast for a clear shot and seemed to glide through the dense forest with ease. While some interpret this as unnatural agility, others believe it could have been an animal or shadow distorted by lighting and motion blur. The forest where this was recorded is surrounded by local stories and warnings. Some regional indigenous communities consider certain areas spiritually charged or taboo, particularly in the winter. Over the years, hikers have reported strange sensations or unease while passing through. Wildlife experts note that some areas of remote forests naturally show low animal activity due to shelter, temperature, or food availability, sometimes referred to informally as quiet zones. While the behavior of wildlife in this case is not scientifically studied, such reports fuel ongoing interest in unexplained wilderness encounters. As with many such videos, it's important to view this footage with a blend of respect, curiosity, and critical thinking. Whether it's folklore, fiction, or a trick of the eye, stories like these continue to blend cultural heritage with modern mystery. Our final story takes us to Southeast Asia, where a family's peaceful evening reportedly turned into a moment of fear. In footage captured in 2003, viewers claim to see what resembles a Toyol, a supernatural being from Malaysian and Indonesian folklore. In Southeast Asian mythology, a Toyol is believed to be a small, spirit-like creature summoned through dark rituals and bound to serve a master, often for tasks like stealing valuables. Descriptions in folklore often portray the Toyol as childlike in appearance, with an oversized head and unusually long limbs. In the video, a father and child sit outside when a small figure begins crawling across the patio. The creature appears to move with an unnatural gait, its long arms pulling it forward while its body stays low to the ground. At one point, it reaches out toward the family, prompting immediate fear. The family can be seen fleeing into the house, abandoning their belongings without hesitation. For those familiar with regional legends, the reaction may stem from cultural understanding. In traditional stories, Toyols are considered supernatural messengers, often sent to carry out tasks on behalf of a magic practitioner. Whether one believes in the myth or not, the family's fear reflects the seriousness with which such stories are treated in some communities. While the recording quality is consistent with early 2000s equipment, viewers have pointed out details that align with Toyol lore: the small size, the long limbs, and the crawling behavior. Of course, no scientific validation supports the existence of such beings, but within folklore, such imagery is highly symbolic and often passed down through generations. Traditional beliefs also hold that Toyols do not appear randomly. They are said to be directed towards specific targets. While some interpret the sighting in this video as symbolic or staged, others within the community connect it to deeper cultural fears surrounding black magic and spiritual attacks. These interpretations remain speculative and deeply rooted in myth. As with all unexplained sightings, this story is best viewed through the lens of cultural folklore and storytelling, acknowledging both the regional heritage and the mystery that fuels such tales. After looking at 12 strange creature encounters caught on camera, we're left with more questions than answers. The evidence is intriguing, but nothing has been proven by science. What do you think, real sightings or clever hoaxes? Have you ever seen something that shouldn't exist? Share your story in the comments. But be careful, once you start searching for them, they might start searching for you. If you found this fascinating, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. More investigations into hidden creatures, strange events, and secrets are coming soon. Thanks for watching. And remember, truth exists, but it may be more terrifying than we expect. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.